Good morning from the Tennessee River. This is our Anchorage from last night. Those two boats in the distance are Sunshine and Done Saving. And another looper friend of ours is just beyond them, but you cannot quite see their boat, even though it's right there because of the haze, fog, river mist. There's probably an official name for it that I don't know.
Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop.
That's Sunshine on the left and Done Saving on the right. Beautiful, peaceful Anchorage. Barely any wind, a nice gentle current, keeping us all in position. Anchor did not slip at all, as far as I know. Beautiful, peaceful night. We are near the town of Saltillo, Tennessee. Very southwestern sounding name for a small town in Tennessee. But this was our Anchorage last night, and the water was absolutely glassy smooth until about 5 minutes ago when a fishing boat came flying by right in that area, 25 or 30 miles an hour. And because it's a relatively narrow channel, the wake from that fishing boat has been bouncing back and forth. And it's, like I said, it's been a good 5 minutes, probably a little longer than that, and it's still churned up a little bit. But I wanted to get a shot of this as the sun was starting to peek through. There's a 64-foot Hatteras by the name of Hatitude, but I can't quite see it in the mist. We all had dinner together last night, grilled some steaks, took our dinghy for a ride to get from our boat to theirs for the first time ever. That was an experience, especially coming back in the pitch black. A lot of fun. This is what looping's all about right here. Heading over to Sunshine this morning before we get going to give them back their spotlight that they brought with us last night so we could find our way back to our boat.
Morning. There's a bunch of that, what they call, I think they call it river smoke. Anyway, it just looks like steam all over the water, and it was really clear last night, but it's kind of cold, but we've got the sun coming out, and I guess that combination just gets that river steam going. I'm gonna have to read more about what causes that, because it's a thing, and then it goes away. So it's kind of just a mist, and it just looks like, it looks like smoke on the water. It's super interesting. So I'm reading this book, and this book is, I think, I have to research, but I was given this book by a couple of loopers that we first met at our first marina in Winthrop, Illinois, and It's so good. Called Honey, Let's Get a Boat. So, and it's so good because it talks about some of the places that we're going through. And so we are staying next to, it's Swallow Island. And so there was just no lights last night. Just super clear night, warm until the sunset. It got kind of cool. But our neighboring boaters, our buddy boats that we had come this far with from the last couple of marinas, they, we've been kind of working together to find proper, one's a Hatteras, another's a Carver 44, I believe, also. So we're bigger boats, and so it was nice to be traveling with them. Plus, they also have Sunshine. Sunshine we've been with almost since the beginning. Pat and Cindy on Sunshine. So anyway, we will hopefully be able to get a big group picture before we all disperse and go our separate ways, because we're all going to be down near Shiloh. And so as we come up on that area, there's a lot of history about the battleground of Shiloh. The military cemetery is there, and it's really a military national park. So I really want to take a time to drive through that park and walk around and see the history there and just honor the, that's where the Confederate and Union battled it out, for 3 years, I think, 3 years. And, that was just like 1860, 1862, from 1860s to 1863, I think. And so it's not that long ago, and it was a major battle. And so for the cause of to abolish slavery. So it's just crazy to think that battle happened. That wasn't that long ago, and from that, there was a piece that came out of that. And so the history around here is just amazing. And right now there's a bunch of turmoil in the world, so it's kind of like, I wish we could all come to agreements without turmoil. It's very difficult. So, but it's very peaceful here right now. Some big cities don't have that, and I wish they could just get away, and I wish they could just have a little peace on a lake, by a lake, go camping, and just appreciate, what God's given us. I mean, this day, the warmth of the sun, the water, and the fish in the water, the birds that sing. It's just the little things are really, more appreciated out here. So anyway, we are going to head down there. There's Aqua Yacht, is a good sizable marina, and then we'll see where everybody picks. But we won't be very far from each other, so we're thinking about renting a car so that we could all go to Shiloh together and see that national park. But when I look at the map, we are going from Tennessee, and then we'll be kind of straddling Mississippi and Alabama as we head down to Mobile, Alabama. And there's other places to see, highlights like Muscle Shoals, where was the foundation of like Motown music. So we'll see what happens then. But such a calm difference here than the crazy way we started on the river with the winds and the rain and the cold. And now it's warm, it's in the 70s the rest of this week, and it's calm and quiet. And the anchoring out, there was no fender sounds, there was no traffic sounds, there was no sound. So it was like something to get used to again. And I kept waking up because it was so quiet. So there's always something new and different to get used to, because there's so much variety. So anyway, we'll let you know where we end up and how it was. Okay.
Okay. Now I remember.
Just like that?
You need to get the engine tilted that way and lock into position. When it tilts this way, the whole dinghy turns sideways.
Yikes.
That's where all the weight is.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is not as simple as it looks.
Sunshine in gear.
That's sunny. What is that
I
thing?
don't know why we had to wait for this, is beyond me.
It looks like a cruise ship. What it's carrying. Hard to get this in the sun.